Hey Jackie, Auntie, Jackie, you ready? When the clouds roll.
When it comes to living life bold, fulfilled, and free, being able to identify what your core values are really does matter. You might be saying, well, why should I take the time to identify what they are? There are so many benefits when we do. And here are a few. When we're able to identify what our core values are, they can help us and they can help others be able to identify and even articulate what really matters most. It can also prompt discussion around your values. It helps us to be able to evaluate whether we or whether we're not living our lives according to our values. It helps us to be able to recognize and accept and express values in ourselves and even in others. It also enhances understanding, empathy, communication, and even interpersonal skills. As we begin to develop and identify our core values, we're able to focus on and improve individual as well as group and team interactions. So, I'm going to take a moment and share with you and give you some tools of how you can be able to identify what your core values are. Have you ever felt like you were at a crossroads in life, seeking direction for perhaps a job, maybe a relationship, or even just life direction? Well, I want to remind you, I want to let you know that sometimes or most times, when we are aware of what our core values are, they can be very instrumental in giving us guidance and kind of helping us know whether to go right, go left, pivot. Should we accept this job offer? Should we not accept this job offer? Just letting us know in life what's for us and what's not for us. Well, I discovered this card game and it's called Life, the Value Cards. I got them off of Amazon. I've ordered them, and they're called the value cards. And I've oftentimes used them when, even for myself, I started out using it for myself when I was trying to identify and determine what my core values are. And then I began to use them to help me support other people in identifying what their core values are. And I'm going to kind of read off of the instructions, so I want to make sure that I give them to you right. So you kind of want to start out by having these three lists. You can put the cards in three different piles. The first pile would be the really important pile, slightly important, and then unimportant. Now, you may not have these cards, so you can even get a sheet of paper and a pencil or pen, and you can create three columns. The very important column, really important, very important, whatever word you want to use, slightly important, and then unimportant. And again, you're going to begin to identify those words, those things, or those values that are very, very important to you, and you want to put them in that column. Then you're going to move some that kind of slightly important. You want to begin to put them in that column. And then the ones that are unimportant, you want to put them in that pile. So I pulled about 10 cards from the card game just to kind of give you an idea of some words that you can use that will help you maybe identify some of your core values. So one card is acceptance, friendship, service, learning, inner peace, integrity, family, loyalty, love, safety, fulfillment, structure, and achievement. So you're going to begin to, if you were to use these 10 words, you're going to choose from these words and you would pick whatever words that would fall under your really important, slightly important, and unimportant. So let's test here. So what if I say fulfillment? It's really, really important to me. I would put that in that pile. Then I could say structure. Mm, that's slightly important to me. What if I say Inner peace is very, very important to me. So we have fulfillment, inner peace. Then the slightly important, we have structure. What if I say service? What if I say that's slightly important to me? Then if we go into the unimportant, all of these words will be important to me, but just for the sake of it, what if I say learning is unimportant? That would be very important to me, but just for the sake of explaining the game, learning would go in the unimportant file. And what if I say, what if I put family in the very important pile? And I would put love maybe in the unimportant pile. Safety, maybe if I put that in the somewhat important, slightly important pile. So after we identified the words, we can add, a couple more. Let's put them, mix them all up. Friendship, I would say that would be somewhat important. Acceptance, maybe that's very important. Integrity, it should be very important, but we're going to put it in the slightly important. Achievement, maybe that's not so important. And then loyalty, let's go with very important. Okay. So again, you created your three piles and you identified the words that you want to put in each one of those piles. So then you want to begin to discard the slightly important pile. And just get rid of that. And you want to get rid of the unimportant important pile. So now we're just left with the very important pile. So we have fulfillment, we have inner peace, we have family, we have acceptance, and we have loyalty. So say we want to take it down to, right now we have 5 cards, say we want to take it down to 4. So out of these 5, say I took acceptance out. Then I just have family, inner peace, fulfillment, and loyalty. These are tough words because all of them would be important to me. But say we want to take it down now where we have 3. It would be loyalty, fulfillment, inner peace, and family. Ooh, whoa. What if I take, all of these are important, this is tough, but for the sake of the game, I'm just going to take loyalty out. So what if I said my core values would be family, inner peace, and fulfillment? So these would be the 3 things that would be my guiding force. These would be the things that I would want to interment and incorporate in my everyday life. So when I'm thinking about relationships, when I'm thinking about things on my job, when I'm thinking about life direction, I want to make sure that these values are being met. It's not causing any issues with my family. I'm still able to spend time and have quality time with my family. I'm able to definitely have inner peace in whatever it is that I'm doing in relationships, in life, and even, in job situations. Fulfillment, whatever I'm doing, the decision I'm trying to make when it comes again. These are just examples of life, relationships, and even professionally. I want to make sure that I am being fulfilled in these areas. So these will be the values that we will use to guide us and help us making decisions in our lives. And you'll be amazed. You often hear me talk about living life bold, fulfilled, and free. So when we are able to identify what our core values are, it is extremely important and extremely instrumental in helping us to be able to live our lives bold, fulfilled, and free. So when we pick these core values, we want to make sure that the ones that we're picking are truly, truly our values, not something that we wish, something that we would like, but they have to really, really be a part of who we are. Because when they're a part of who you are, it's much easier to be able to incorporate them and kind of live by them when it comes to your life. So we had, what if I would have said service was my core value, but I really didn't really want to have do anything or be able to avail myself to service. Even friendship. What if I said friendship was a core value, but I was the kind of person I like to be alone. I really don't want to engage and have a whole lot to do with people. Well, friendship wouldn't be my core value because I wouldn't be willing to invest and do the things that's needed to help maintain a friendship. So what I'm saying is that whatever words you choose to be your core values, you want to make sure that they are things that you really, really, really are committed to and that are really meaningful and that really matter to you. Because once they do, again, it is so much easier to incorporate them into your everyday life. And I hope this has helped you and able to identify, your core values. If you feel like you want to work through this a little bit more and you would like some more support, please feel free to reach out to me and we can have a conversation and kind of work through that and help you be able to identify your core values. Because again, when it comes to living life bold, fulfilled, and free, knowing your core values, they truly, truly matter. So until next time, take care. I hope you have enjoyed this video to help you identify what your core values are. So we're going to do a quick summary. Just remember that there will be 3 columns needed, one labeled really important, slightly important, and unimportant. And then you can choose from the words listed here or the words that you desire to use on your own. Add them to the 3 columns. Once you've identified which ones will go into really important, slightly important, and unimportant, remember you're going to then discard the unimportant words, the words that are in slightly important, and then the words that are in really important, you're going to begin to narrow them down to the top 3. The first one being the first priority, then second, and then third. And those 3 words will be your core values. Now, if you want to add 4 or 5, you definitely can do so. But if that list is about 12 words or more, or however many words you have on them, just remember you want to pick the top 3, the top 4, the top 5, whichever number you choose to use for yourself. And those words will be your core values, and that's what you can use to be your compass and your guiding source as you navigate life. If you desire to have further support, again, please feel free to reach out to me and we can work through it together. Until next time, take care.